kind friends all gathered round. Something I would say, what brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside. Strangers are as family and loneliness can't hide. You must give yourself to love. Love is what you're after. Open up your heart to tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I walk these mountains in the rain. I learned to love the wind. I've been up before the sunrise to watch the day begin. Always knew I'd find you, but I never did know how. But like sunshine on a cloudy day, you stand before me now. You must give yourself to love. Love is what you're after. Open up your heart to tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Love is born in fire. It's planted like a seed. Love can't give you everything, but it gives you what you need. Love comes when you are ready. Love comes when you're afraid. It'll be your greatest teacher, the best friend you have made. You must give yourself to love. Love is what you're after. Open up your heart to tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Give yourself to love.
Thank you, Ken. Wow. Gosh, it's been a while. Happy Sunday. Happy snow ceremony today. White snow ceremony today. We are grateful to be back. We haven't been here since last year. We were just thinking about that earlier. So it's so wonderful to have it. And I kept thinking, oh gosh, you know, we're planning today's ceremony, the white stone ceremony, and here the snow comes again, and we just have to plow through.
Oh, no.
To get this done.
Brother.
We can't let this year get away without an intention and setting our mind into creating what a life we want to see. So welcome, and thank you for being here, for just getting out and making your way in carefully, I know for sure, and we're blessed that you were able to do that. And for everyone that's online, thank you for being safe there as well. And it's a special day today. We have our white stone ceremony. If you're not here with us right now, what we would suggest is use a stone from previous years, possibly, or use a favorite object. Maybe it's a statue or something that you can write an intention on the bottom of. And of course, if you're really wanting to get into it, you could use the white snow. Just go out and write something in the snow on your front lawn. Let everybody know what your intention is for the year. Why not, right?
Good idea.
Let's do this.
Another approach.
It is another approach. It may not last very long, we hope, but but it will be in your heart. We know that. So let's go ahead and begin with prayer. Let's take a deep breath. we welcome in this moment here and now, just seeing the crystal flakes of white flowing all around outside. They just remind us of the magic and the beauty of the season. Seeing them shine different colors and sizes, and wow. Reminding us that this moment is a sacred one. This moment is the one we choose to view in a way that supports us. Allow those crystals in your environment to become the magic within you that moves away the clouds of uncertainty, shows you the word that opens your heart to welcome in this day. Breathe in, feeling the crispness of this time, the freshness, the newness that it shows up as a white blanket of nothing that allows us each to choose what it is we want to see in this special canvas of snow. Thank you, God, for our opportunity today to once again become what we choose to be, to once again choose to create the moment that is in our hearts, in our minds. Thank you for the love of the community that supports it and opens us to the moments that allow for it. We're so blessed for each and every person here and each and every person that is joining us online. And so it is. Amen. Well, let's go ahead and begin with our 5 unity principles. Together, please. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good omnipotence. The Christ Spirit lives within me. Thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. I experience God's presence and power through the prayer and meditation. I put my faith into action by demonstration. Unity is about looking at life from a more spiritual than religious type of view. And what better day to do that with, right? How can we see this day in a light that supports our well-being, that supports our unfolding, that shows us who we truly are? We know that we each have that flame within us that was set in when we were created, and that there is a reason for us to be here. There is a reason for us to see here the light, the life, the spirit that is always around, no matter how it shows up. No matter how it shows up. We don't tell you how to make that happen. We know that you are guided inside to find the ways to do that. And all we do here is try to provide you the opportunities for it and the environment that encourages you and shares the space with you to make that happen. So let's today find that space. Find that sacred moment within to feel that light that's already there. And as we open this space, we are so grateful to have it. We are grateful to have this room, the place, the people, the time, the moment. And because of that, because of your support, we can do that. We can provide these days, these moments to grow in, to share together. Because you share. So let's take a moment to give that extra gift, the gift that is you, that continues to make this happen, the gift that you bring, that you are, that you hold within you, hold it in your hands. Hold your gift in your hand. Bless it. Know that it is holding us right now. It hasn't even left you, and yet it is already creating with you, through you, because of you. See it moving out into this space, into the community, into the world, sharing light. Sharing an intention for the whole world. And if you're online, please go to our giving tab. Allow your light to move through those connections that make it happen. We're so grateful for you. We're so grateful for all that you are and all that you give. We wouldn't be here without you. So we bless it. We see it in the good flow. We welcome in the flow that comes back to us because of it. We're so blessed as we say together our prayer. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Amen. Thank you so much. All right, this time I want to thank our team that is back, Joe and Kim Joswiak, back at our tech station. Thank you so much. We're grateful they came in to celebrate the snow with us from Florida. And they're loving every moment of it. I know they are. And for our music leader, Ken Johnson, thank you so much for your gift and your time and talent. We're going to go ahead and let you go and share it with us now.
Below me I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean. Still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now. Never harbor nor port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I fly the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the light of the heaven in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to these waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, breathe the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor nor port is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue bone home. Blue bone home. Blue bone home. Blue bone home. La 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 la. Oh, oh, oh. Please sing with me. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
So, dear friends, let's enter into this time of guided meditation knowing we're blessed. Breathe into the idea of the blessings that fill our days and fill our lives. For these few moments in time, let us let go of our challenges and all that seem to make us unhappy, and let us just focus on our blessings. I am so blessed. Say that to yourself silently, please. I am so blessed. And now please affirm it aloud with me. I am so blessed. And bring forth into your conscious awareness all those things that bless us. Bring forth the people in our lives who are indeed a blessing, who love us and whom we love. Bring forth the creatures for whom we care. And don't they bless us with their presence and with our desire to care for them? Oh, we are so blessed. So blessed. Today here in Chicagoland, we were blessed with a white blanket of beauty. Did yes made driving difficult? And there was this white blanket of beauty that sparkled in the sun. We are so blessed, so blessed. Today being our white stone ceremony, let us begin to hold on to and own that feeling of blessing and a word that might expand that feeling and bring more to us and allow us to be a blessing to others. What a joy it is to live today and be part of this wonderful spiritual community that affirms, yes, indeed, we are so blessed, so blessed. Breathe into that idea. Surrender to it. I am so blessed. Thank you, God. Thank you, sweet, sweet Spirit. Oh, my. Throughout this day today, I shall remind myself I am so blessed, so much to be grateful for. I am blessed by this wonderful body that carries me throughout my life, is a home for my spirit. I am blessed by this spiritual community of which I am a part and the loving nature and accepting nature of it. Today, these words will fill my heart and mind. I am so blessed, so blessed. And my day will reflect that. Let yours reflect that idea also, and that truth. Are we not so blessed? Oh. I breathe blessings, I inhale them, I exhale them, and I am so blessed. And as we move out of this portion of our service, you may want to wiggle your fingers and toes and open your eyes, but do not forget the blessings that are bestowed upon us that we get to enjoy and express throughout this day. We say, thank you, Spirit, for the blessings, and so it is. Amen.
Well, you know, finally today we are having our white stone ceremony. I didn't think it would ever come, but I am grateful it is today. So our talk today will be a little shortened, and when we are finished, we will invite you to come up, use some hand sanitizer, grab a pen, and choose the stone that speaks to you to write that word that you want to see unfold in your life for this coming year. So, stones. Stones have been around forever, right? They have been around forever. They have been part of history as far back and farther than the Bible was written. Stones are an important part of life, have always been. They have been used for practical things as well as things that were spiritual. They were used to guard wells so that they would stay safe for them to use, for the people to use regularly. They were also used to protect the dead, people that they wanted honored and preserved. They were also used to carry out punishments that were given out by those in the high courts. And stones were used to create shelters for us to live in, to get out of the weather, the elements. Can you imagine what it'd be like today to be outside if you didn't have some form of shelter? In the Old Testament, Joshua tells the priests that are carrying the ark to put 12 pebbles, 12 stones into their pockets to represent the 12 tribes. So they were used for something that symbolized something else. And Jacob, in Genesis 31, used stones to stack, to mark a sacred place where he made a covenant, that he came to an agreement with an enemy, to understand that this was a special place. I didn't realize that was really a practice from the Bible, but it reminded me of we often go over to the Hollows, the forest preserve is it Cary?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Cary? And we would walk a path there, and someone always would stack stones.
Mm-hmm.
There would be little pillars of stones there, and I would always look at them like, why did they do that? There's some intention behind it.
Sure.
What was it they were thinking of when they stacked those stones? And they'd be all over the place, and they looked very ornamental. And somehow, each time we would go, those stones would still be there. They would survive the weather and the wind and the rain and whatever was going on, and they'd still be stacked the next time that we went. So stones can be an important part of our lives and have been. The 10 Commandments were inscribed in stone. Something that was permanent, that held for time. The pyramids were made of stone. Even today, we use stones. They're important. We create our roads from them. We create our sidewalks. We create the headstones for people that we've loved and lost. Stones symbolize or give us a platform or a substance that shows or creates a sense of permanence. I know as a kid, I loved collecting stones. I would pick the ones out that were most colorful or ones that were smooth. I always liked the ones that kind of sparkled in the sun. And I had a stone collection. Now, how crazy is that? Why? I mean, they're everywhere. They're just part of the environment. What made it special? Why was I drawn to them? Is there something innate in me that knows that they're unique and that I honored them? Even as an adult, when I went on a trip to Sedona, what did I do? I picked up a stone and brought it home. Because for me, it reminded me of a place and a space and a feeling of a moment that was special to me. So today, we do the same. We choose a stone. And in Unity, we know there's the creative process where we think about things, we speak about things, and we do things. That is the circle of creating. And as we go through this service today, and as you think about what stone or what word you want to put on that stone for you to symbolize this next year, and as you speak it in your mind, in your heart, and as you write it, you create that circle of power. The power that will set in motion the energies that come through you to bring about what it is you are thinking of. I know in past ceremonies, Sometimes I have struggled to come up with that word. Has anyone else done that? And I would come up with just any word I could think of, and I'd write it on the stone, and then I'd take it home, and I'm like, that's not the one I wanted. The beauty of it is you can change it at any time. If it hasn't been revealed to you right in this moment, you can take that same stone, turn it over, and put a new word. Today, we set our intention in stone and watch it unfold in our lives.
I thought it was interesting when you said when you were a little girl, if you came upon a pile of stones, you'd sort through them and pick out the sparkly ones. I would have to throw them. Is that a boy-girl thing? I don't know what that is, but
I still like sparkly stones.
And especially if there's water around. If you can throw stones into a water, oh my God, and watch it splash. What a joy. Well, as most of you know, my current profession is that of a personal and business coach. And what I find interesting about coaching is that I always see part of me in somebody else. And currently I'm working with a client who's a tenured professor of music therapy at a large university and is also an international music therapist. Now, this is a well-educated, polished, and extremely successful individual. And the professor has taken a generous severance package, and this will be his final year. And so come April or May, what we call retirement beckons to him. Okay? And this immensely talented and successful individual is terrified, and that's the word he used, at the thought of change. The professor fears that he may become destitute, penniless, incapable of navigating life without a teaching career. It's what he has known. Today is our white stone ceremony, where we write the characteristic we wish to identify most with for the upcoming year. When we name something, we give it its character. This is where we all get to decide our character, what we want to be, what we want to focus on for this coming year. And when we give ourselves a name such as, let's say, courage, then we will tend to lean towards courageous acts. And what we lean into is what we experience and grow in us. The white stone. Speaking of myself, I can tell you this. I have an entire chest of white stones I carry around with me. Now, you can't see them. Trust me. They exist. And depending which white stone I choose at any given moment, that's what decides the thoughts and emotions I experience, and thus the actions I take or don't take. So the professor, under the influence of change, is pulling out the white stone that says incapable. And as long as that is the white stone he is seeing in his mind's eye, he is incapable. At least that will be his experience. I mean, the greatest tool we have at our disposal is our mind and its ability to think thoughts. And those thoughts, they'll work for us and they'll work against us, depending on what they are. In Unity, we take 100% responsibility for our life experience. I think Jack Canfield's book, The Success Principles, is one of the most metaphysical and spiritual books you can read, and there's nothing that would indicate it is that in the way it is marketed or thought about. He says, we have control over only 3 things in our lives: the thoughts we think, the images we visualize, and the actions we take. I can't disagree with that. How we use these 3 things determines everything we experience and creates our life. That's why naming ourselves today is so important. It starts the process of the thoughts we think, and it starts them in the right direction for us. The name we choose today will lead us towards choosing another like it that supports that name and is supported by it. So we'll be choosing more white stones consistent with that name. So courageous may lead us to choosing the white stone of action. My professor friend who chose the stone of incapable led him to the white stone of fear. If we choose the white stone of compassion, it may lead us to the white stone of service. And, I suggest we need ceremonies like today to remind us of the Christ power within us, and that all of these names and all of these stones are already here. We're just drawing them out for our focus and attention so that they expand and grow in our lives. Because no matter what level of success we enjoy or accomplishment, no matter how spiritually enlightened we may be, man, those bungee cords of past experiences, of past messages are quietly attempting to bring us back, reminding us of a time of failure or hurt or mistakes or, instances where we just didn't get it done. So an antidote to those bungee cords pulling us back into our past is to create a future based on a new name for ourselves and a new focus. That's what my professor client was experiencing with the stone named incapable. I've only spoken with him for 2 hours. And I can assure you he's not going to become destitute. No way. Yet, when gazing upon the stone labeled incapable, he does not know that. Such is the power of our minds. Today, we're going to determine what we'll lean into for this year and what other white stones we're going to be led to draw from that treasure chest. We'll be identifying in us an innate quality to help us navigate the successes and accomplishments and the challenges that we experience this year. So I invite you to choose a name that will stretch you, develop you, and bring fulfillment to your life. And lastly, choose a name that will serve you and others.
In closing, stones have long been used to create ordinary and extraordinary moments for the array of events in that journey of life. Some are physical stones and some are internal ones we carry around inside of us. They represent permanence. And when we set our intention in stone, we initiate powerful God forces that begin to create what we envisioned. In the Old Testament, God inscribed his covenant with us in stone, unleashing the power of the written word. Today, let us infuse our written words with the power as a covenant with God. From Revelations 2, verse 17. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith. And I will give him a white stone, and upon the stone a new name written, which no one knoweth but he that receiveth. Let it be so, and so it is. Namaste. So I invite you to take a moment to think of your word, come forward, just get a little bit of hand sanitizer, pick up a pen and choose your stone and your word.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. I seen fire and I seen rain, seen sunny days that I thought would never end, seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Don't you look down upon me, Jesus. You gotta help me make a stand. Just gotta see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand, and I won't make it any other way. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain, seen sunny days that I thought would never end, seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you. I've been walking my mind to an easy time, my back turned toward the sun. Lord knows when a cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Yeah, there's hours of time on the telephone line to talk about things to come, sweet dreams and flying machines and pieces on the ground. Oh, I seen fire and I seen rain, seen sunny days that I thought would never end, seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you, baby, one more time again. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around now. Thought I'd see you, thought I'd see you, fire and rain now. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain, seen sunny days that I thought would never end, seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you one more time again.
Thank you, Ken.
Before you go further, I'd like to share my word.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
My word is freedom, and I struggle between freedom and integrity and authenticity. But one's going to lead to the other stones, right? So that's mine. Yeah. Anybody else care to share theirs? Don't have to. Yes.
Resilient. I wanted to go for perseverance, but I chose resilient because it just seems more speedy.
Resilience.
Resilience, good.
Terrific.
Awesome. Karen? Joy?
Joy.
Mindful?
Mindful.
So
blessed. Oh my goodness. Wow. Positive.
Mhm.
Wow. Great. Integrity. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
me and you.
Anyone else? Surrender.
Surrender.
Yeah, that's the one I chose.
Oh my.
It was the thing that I really could have used last year, too. I think sometimes your previous year helps you to find the new word for the coming year, right? Anyone else? Anyone online?
I guess if they're online, they can put it in the
Absolutely.
Facebook comments, right? If they want
Sure.
to.
Mhm. Courage.
Courage.
Mhm.
I remember the year I did courage. Oh my God, what a year. Woo, doggy. Fasten your seatbelt, Joe.
Know that whatever word you chose, you've just given life to.
Yeah,
Welcome it in.
you bet.
Welcome it in.
Online we have from Ellen House, Love.
Love.
Good.
Beautiful.
From Ellen House. Good job. Can always have that. All right. So, Unity Spiritual Center, we just have a few announcements. Unity Spiritual Center is all about prayer and affirming the good in you, affirming the word for you that you've chosen for the new year. You can create a prayer around the word you just chose today if you'd like. We have a prayer box there. You can share it, and our prayer team will pray over it for 30 days, and it will be sent on to you. Silent Unity for 30 days. You could also pray for special people in your life or people that mean something to you. I know I got messages about people like, that appreciate Betty White. Why not say a prayer for her?
Mm-hmm.
Put in a prayer. What about Bob Saget? Meatloaf. Meatloaf passed away, and Thich Nhat Hanh.
I was hoping Ken was going to do something today, but
Thich Nhat Hanh.
Meatloaf repertoire is limited, yeah.
There you go.
We just got a whole bunch of words. Do we
Did
wanna-
you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, share them.
Okay, from online on Facebook, Miriam says all is well. Nikki says grace.
Grace.
Ron, gratitude.
Gratitude.
Lori's word is breathe.
Breathe.
Sandra's word is gratitude.
Gratitude.
George's word is renew.
Renew. Wow, good words. Great words. So feel free to reach out. If you've chosen a word and you're experiencing the word and you'd like some extra support around that. So for instance, maybe courage, the moments that bring up opportunities for you to demonstrate that, you might want some extra support around it. Feel free to reach out for prayer. Just reach out to your community and know that we're there. So be sure to, of course, you can let us know too. Jackie, are you here to pray with people? Our prayer chaplain, Jackie, she'd be happy to pray with you in person if you'd like. If you want prayer online, you can leave a message in the comment section. We'll hook you up with our online prayer chaplain as well. Be sure to check out our calendar of upcoming events. Like or subscribe to us would be great. Thank you, everyone, for being here, for bringing your presence, for sharing the gifts, the resources, the time, the talents that you all do. We cannot say thank you enough. You bring a presence. And anytime that I've ever had someone come and visit, they've always remarked about the loving, welcoming presence that is here. So I want you to know that you are greatly appreciated. Please, if you are thinking of it, you would like to become a greeter, we could use some extra help in our greeter section. That would be great. Of course, we are not having fellowship today, but we are having our Project Linus after the service. So we will socially distance, create the blankets for kids in need in whatever circumstance that is. We provide blankets to help them get through it. And we also have our Course in Miracles class on Wednesday evenings. We have our prosperity class, prosperity economics class on Thursday evening. And we have our Heartline workshop that's coming on Saturday from 2 to 4. This is an opportunity to work with someone who has done a lot of study on the lines in your hand that tell you about you and your approach to relationships and what what experiences you've had in life, what strategies you use, and how to understand yourself more and understand others. It's a wonderful relationship type of workshop, and it's only $30 for 2 hours. So please go ahead and sign up. The e-blasts have gone out on it, or send a note to info@Unity Woodstock, and I'll get you the information. Next month, we also have Valentine's for Veterans coming up. Please mark your calendars. I'll send out an e-blast here real soon about the date and times, when that will happen. It'll be right after a service again. It'll be in fellowship, so just so you know. And just thank you. Thank you for tuning in, checking out our meditations and our affirmations online. We're here for you. Please reach out if you need something. I think that's everything. Okay? So let's take a moment and close out our time together with our prayer for protection and peace song. If you'd like, stand up, please. Together, please. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Amen.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternal.